Hi and welcome to Outwell and to our Glendale 5 from our deluxe collection. This is a large, airy, bright, tunnel designed tent with 3 rooms. It has 2 bedrooms and it can sleep up to 5 people. Something I particularly like about this tent is the fact that we have this porch area across the front here. Great for sort of external storage and things like that. You've got a detachable ground sheet in this area as well. Something else that is quite a nice feature here is that these front panels can be rolled back. You can just see there's a toggle point just on the side here. So you can actually open the whole front of this tent up and, like I say, give yourself a nice spacious airy storage section. So I want to talk you through some of the features on the inside. So if you want to follow me in here, the first thing to highlight would be this dividing wall between the outside area and your sealed living area here. You can just see the zip at the top here, so you can see that that can be opened fully, or obviously we can have it sort of halfway. You've got large mesh ventilation panels on there, and also curtains that we can close up behind this if you want a little bit more privacy, or if it does get a little bit too chilly. And obviously then it can be fully zipped closed as well. Stepping back inside the tent, you see lots and lots of space in here, lots of space for your furniture and storage and things like that. Certainly plenty of head height as well. I'm quite tall, at about 1.95 m, and you can see I've got lots and lots of headspace still above me. I think that's really accentuated as well by the fact that we've got these large windows all the way around the tent, so you get lots and lots of light coming in, like I say, making it feel a lot more spacious. If you do want a little bit more privacy though, each window has its own curtain, so you can just see we have it rolled away at the moment, but we can bring this up either halfway for that little bit more privacy, or obviously we can fully close it as well. You then just see across the top of the window that we have a ventilation panel, which just allows cool fresh air into the tent on a slightly warmer day. We'll show you more of that in detail on the outside. Something else then just to highlight is the fact that there's a large door on the side here, and you can see at the moment we have the mesh door zipped closed, so again great ventilation here, but hopefully keeping out those unwanted bugs as well. Another couple of things to show you here: the lantern hanging point at the top in a good central location. Coming away from that then you have the cable tidies, which you'll find run all the way down to our cable entry point just here. So you can see we can zip this open and bring the cables in through here instead of running them through the door, and keep them nice and neatly out the way. At the back of the tent is where you'll find the bedrooms. As I said, there are 2 bedrooms here and they sleep up to 5 people. Something I just want to highlight is that these bedrooms actually come pre-attached. So when it comes to you setting the tent up, you'll find that they are already in position, so that means that you don't have to worry about doing that job. The way that they're attached is using our wave-shaped hanging point, so you can see the mesh across the top here, and what that does is just takes any stress point off of the seams across the top of the bedrooms. You see that on the doors themselves, we've got good sized mesh ventilation again. Lots of storage pockets on the outside here as well. And then if we just head inside the bedroom, you'll see that at the back, again, another large mesh ventilation panel there. And then down in the corner here, you'll find that we have some storage pockets, ideal for your smaller personal possessions. A great feature on these bedrooms is the dividing material in between here, which can be zipped up to create one large big bedroom, or you can have it split as we do here. But something else I just want to point out on the bedrooms is our universal system. So what this allows you to do is actually get rid of one half of the bedrooms completely. Simply, we would just start by unclipping all the way around the front here, and we'll just show you now what this would look like when we pack it away. So moving on from there, one thing I would want to highlight now would be the ground sheet in this tent. So in the living area itself, so this room here and across the bedrooms, you'll find that from front to back and side to side, this area is fully sealed. And it's a really good quality material. If I show you in a little bit more detail just here, you see it's a double coated polyethylene, so totally durable, very waterproof as well, with a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimeters. As I say, in this particular area, it's fully sealed. It's also bathtub in style, so it's coming up at the edges, hopefully to stop any draft coming in. any dirt and dust, things like that. And also, again, you want to be avoiding those creepy crawlies, so that's good for that too. Then in the front area, we have the exact same material here, but this area can be detached just for ease of cleaning. Now what we're going to do is just pop to the outside of the tent and show you some of the features there. So I want to talk to you now about the fly sheet on here. This is our Outex 4000. So this is a really good quality taffeta polyester, and you'll find that it's 75 denier. All of the seams on the fly sheet are all fully taped, and obviously it's PU coated on the inside as well, and that gives it a really good hydrostatic head of 4,000 millimeters, ensuring it's going to be completely waterproof. The frame that we use on here is actually a combination of steel and fiberglass poles, so nice and stable, and very simple to put together as well, because we actually color code the pole sleeves to the poles to make sure that you're going to get the right one in the right place. Also, some other features then, we've got our classic luminous Outwell guy lines here. So when it gets a little bit darker, you're not going to be tripping over these quite as much. You'll also find that then each guy line has its own retainer. So when it comes to packing down the tent, we can wrap these up and pop them into the loops here, just to keep them nice and neatly packed away for the next time that you come to take them out. The guy lines themselves are actually attached onto our wind stabilizer system. So we'll just see here how these work. So what we do is we take the Velcro tabs, we wrap them around the poles, and we fasten these into place like so. You'll find that there's one at the top and at the bottom of the poles all the way around the tent. So then when we take our guy lines out and we peg them, it's going to pull the fly sheet against the frame of the tent, and that actually makes this tent much more stable. So you can be safe in the knowledge that even in high wind conditions, your tent is going to be really very stable as well. Another feature on the Glendale 5 is the easy pegging system that we supply with the tent. So this is where we have 3 different styles of pegs, like I say, that come with it. We have the solid steel pegs here for the corners, so this would become your anchor peg. We have the luminous peg here, which funnily enough goes along with the luminous guy lines. And then we also have the black plastic peg, which goes in all of the black pegging points around the side. So really, it's in the name there, easy pegging system, easy for you to know that you get the right peg in the right place. So here we can see the outside ventilation panels that I did mention earlier on, and as promised we'll just show you these in a little bit more detail. So you can see that's the mesh on the inside here. If it does get a little bit chilly in the tent, we can simply just close these up by taking the Velcro tabs down and then closing them like so. Just something else to highlight would be the mud violence around the front of the porch area here, so that just encourages rainwater to come away from the inside of the tent. Now we do have a few optional extras available for the Glendale 5, including a footprint to go under the ground sheet. There's also a carpet for the living area, just to give you that little bit extra comfort. And then we also have a side extension available for this tent too. So that's all the features of our Glendale 5, and I'd like to thank you very much for watching.